Good morning. Yeah, there's a little bit of a dippity-doo-dah going on right now. 1 second, I'm just gonna message the world to let them know the stream's up. Discord, no. Go. Alright, what's happening? Lex Leone, James Armour, Cash King, Sean McGibbon, Grade A Music. Yeah, we're in a little bit of a pullback, bit of a retest of support. For some reason my chart's on Doge right now. Let me go back to Bitcoin. We flushed down to retest this low here. Right there, smack bang there. So 16,181. Did it hit it to the dollar? Oh, it went a little deeper. It went 16,180. Just very marginally. Yeah, it's like the little bee hair. $1. So let me go back out here. So I was checking out yesterday, I was checking out this new strategy. Well, it's not a new strategy, it's just a strategy that I haven't really looked at in a while. And that's using EMAs. So a very popular approach to analysis is using the 200 exponential moving average, which is the white line that you see here. And no matter what time frame you're on, it'll basically represent what the trend's doing. So no doubt we're below, obviously, the 200 EMA on the daily chart, depicting a downtrend. We haven't left that downtrend for some time. There was a little bit of hope right here when we popped up on top, but we weren't able to hold that as support, and we flushed back down under. So it's a bit of a fake out, or you could call that a dirty retest of the 200 EMA. So that's where we're at, daily perspective. Weeklies are very slow long term. Yeah, Bitcoin lost the 200 EMA on the weekly back in June, and we found resistance at it in August when we rallied up to 25k. So yeah, it's that's the sort of long-term outlook. The weekly RSI though is really cool. Like, it's cooled right off, and we've been sort of looking for the bottom for some time now. Well, I have been. I think through this range, I was like, if we can maintain the lows, because we got a higher low here, and then even this wick down here, like, it was starting to look good for potential rally. But the big picture, you really have to get above this 200 exponential moving average to consider it a bull market out on the daily, and getting those higher highs and higher lows. So where we're at right now, the good thing is that the 200 is coming right down. You know, it's down at 23,850, the 200 exponential moving average on the daily chart. So if we can once again start building a floor, we've got, let's see, if I go down to a smaller time frame, let's go down to the 4 hourly. We were playing with this this wedge here, this symmetrical triangle, but we broke down out of it, which is fine. It's, you know, kind of expected with the way the market's looking at the moment, with the fallout of FTX and, you know, other platforms at risk of getting, you know, at risk of imploding, for lack of a better word. Now, so if we're saying we've lost this trend here, then the next trend to look at would be something more like this. And can you see, bang, where we found support just now, and that was on this trend. So I think the fact that we've now had 3 tests of this line, this being the third, that is a good, that it sort of solidifies this as a trend line, right? All right, so we've established that. Now, what else is established on the top side? We still have our resistance playing out from this wedge here. I'm pretty confident we can pretty much delete that. I'll get rid of it just because it's been broken. So just so we're not getting too muddled down with indicators and things, or sorry, with lines and whatnot. So if we take that and bring it across here, I'll lock that in, make it a bit brighter. We are still in a very nasty bear pennant or bear triangle right now. We've come in dramatically from above, dropped into it, and expected move would be to break this and move further down, which is totally fine. There's no problem doing that. We have considerable supports between here and $10,000. There are many levels of support, and you can see how far down 10 is. It's a long ways down still. You know, $6,300 away. So, and remember, this $14,000 line is the 2018 or 2019 market high, and we had a very strong pivot off that price. So it's another one to look out for. Now, something I think that might be worth looking at is the Binance order books, just to see like what they're looking like at the moment. And of course, order books change. They do change frequently and often. So it only gives you, you know, somewhat of an idea. It's not a perfect idea, but it's something. So if we go into the, let's see, I'll go to the spot pair. So Bitcoin against Tether, and we'll open up the order book. It's across here, and we'll divide it out by hundreds. So we're just waiting for the data to come in here. So 13.5 is where the wall's sitting, not 14, interestingly enough. So this 450 Bitcoin, there's 900 Bitcoin at $15,000. That's a big wall there. There's another significant wall in front of 14.5 is 387 Bitcoin sitting there. But yeah, you can see on the support side, we're working with a lot more a lot more wall structures coming up than, say, compared with the resistance side. You know, there's this seems to be bottom heavy, so that means there's a lot of people looking to buy. If we do break down below 15.8, 16,000 pretty much. But yeah, there's let me go to the buy side here. So yeah, look at that. And 1,000 Bitcoin, that's $10 million, $10.6 million waiting to be bought at 10,000. And yeah, it's pretty stacked. There's $92 million of buy orders between here and 10,000. 6,600 Bitcoin. So that's not too bad. That's looking good. DC Woodworking, good to see you, man. Joel Boost, Buddy Langford. Come on, China. Well done on that name. All right. Yeah, like, look at that. Like, the book isn't as heavy stacked on the sell side. Interesting. From between here and 73,600, there's about $52 million worth of selling. Whereas on the buy side, between here and, the bottom price on the book, it's 130 million of buying. So it's definitely like bottom stacked, you could say. Look at the depth chart. So this represents, the buy walls. So we are approaching some kind of demand zone. No doubt about it. But yeah, the books, like I said before, they're not perfect. These walls can come down at the drop of a hat, the click of a button, right? But yeah, it is good to see that there's no crazy amounts of Bitcoin suppressing the price at this stage. So a big part of that is because a lot of people have left central exchanges. They've taken their Bitcoin off and gone into cold storage, or put their crypto on a hardware wallet, which is due to the distrust of central exchanges thanks to the FTX implosion. So that could cause, like I said in the previous stream, a supply shock. So as soon as demand starts really kicking in, that Bitcoin's going to have to rush back onto exchanges to be able to meet that demand. And if it doesn't, the price could really start rallying up nicely. But yeah, that's one theory. That's an optimistic theory that's out there at the moment, is the potential for a supply shock. So let's go back to TradingView here. Other tool. So far we're getting a seemingly clean bounce off the bottom, off this trend line here. It looked like quite a probable thing, since we had these two pivots here providing this trend. So I don't doubt a lot of people would have placed bids at that point, thanks to the fall, or the flush down we just had. If we lose that though, you could see obviously a retest of the previous pivot points. So the low, this is our 2022 low right now, 15,588, or we could see a retest of this low here. This is more of a short-term point on the chart. So we've already basically retested this, and so far it's holding strong. So far, keyword. But yeah, this honestly, I think there's a high probability that we continue down from here. A lot of people are targeting lower prices, so, and just judging by the walls there, you can see that a lot of people are getting excited for buying if we do start to fall below 16, 15, K. Hopefully that brings in it has the effect of sparking the floor, or sparking a rally up. So Clive says this week a short session in the market for legacy. Don't expect a lot of activity in the market on the buying side. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. So, and that would sort of coincide with the drop that we're looking for in crypto, in Bitcoin, to come down to 14 and 10 and whatnot. These low targets. But yeah, I read today that the largest crypto hedge fund in the world, Pantera Capital, had recently bought $140 million of Bitcoin. I don't know if they're done buying, like if that's like all they're going to do, but it could be the start of a series of buys. If we do go lower, maybe they have a couple more 100 million to go to invest and establish their position in preparation for, I don't even have to say it, but if big smart money like that is buying this dip, what do they see? Where do they see Bitcoin going in the future? Obviously they think it's going up. You don't buy into something if you think it's dead, going down further. So, yeah, we'll see. See if they're correct or not. But I think overall, most institutional money is still short at the moment, I think. Going by a chart that I saw. So another crypto channel that I catch up on every now and then is MDX Crypto. I'm gonna post that here. MDX. So that guy from MDX has a lot of tools and websites that he signed up to sort of analyze, the involvement from institutions. So let me just see if I can find the video that I'm referring to. May not be able to find it here, but right, I'll link this one anyway, just because
yes, legends.
It'll be a good video to watch. So check that out. And he's been involved in crypto and technical analysis for maybe longer than me, if not similar time frame. Yeah, and he's got his own website, and he's got an algorithm, like an MDX algo, to call long and shorts, that kind of thing. But let's see. So yeah, at the moment, yeah, this is all just noise. This is all just chop below the 200. If you want to really boil it down technically to what's happening, follow the 200 EMA. That's all you have to do. We'll jump out on the daily. You can see, yeah, Bitcoin's still very much trending below the 200. The other two EMAs I have going on here are the 20 and the 50. So the 20 is a lot more short term. And the 200 is the, just the overall trend sentiment. Or, yeah, trend EMA to follow. And as you can see, if we go back, there was a lot of chop around the 200 here. So it was kind of hard to get a handle on where the hell we were going, all the way back here in 2019, leading into 2020. So this is the kind of thing you want to see. So at the moment, we look very similar to this area of price. We're below the 200. This is severely, look at the distance price got away from the 200 EMA, like in this drop here. That was a very distant push down. It even left the 50 in the dust. And the 20 was, the 20 seems to follow quite tight. But yeah, look at check out that candle. It happened in one day. We spiked right up above it, established support on top, and then rallied. So that may be something similar to what we'll get eventually. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen anytime soon, but that's the kind of action you want to find. And then look at it riding the 20 EMA there, really nice. And then the retest. This is a really nice area to buy. If there's a strong trend, wait for pullbacks to go between the 20 and 50, like that, and then that's a good like re-entry. And then you ride the rest of the wave. But yeah, these shorter term EMAs are sort of like giving you clues and hints as to where if anything's changing sentiment wise, or so big hints here, like for example, the 20 crossing back below the 50. That was a signal that, hey, things have really changed here. This trend is over. Not to mention the lower highs. But yeah, we had a pretty nasty descending triangle here playing out on Bitcoin, and we eventually lost that, smashed below the 200 again, and that's where a lot of indecisiveness started back up again, and then we had the COVID drop. So yeah, if we compare that moment in time, so this drop here and the fact that we got so far away from the 200, compare that with now. Might have to go across a fair bit. Where are we? Over here. So look how far we are away from the 200 now. We've been trading away from it for so long. Pretty interesting, huh? So when we had these quote unquote dirty retests or fake outs, if you will, popping above the 50 EMA, that's probably a good way to play the daily chart, is to look for that rejection and then take a short. Like there was another one here, there was one here, there was one right before the FTX collapse, and then yeah, we're very extended away from those EMAs right now. So you could catch a pullback. There could be a rally up and then a rejection again off these EMAs before pushing lower, or just judging by what's going to happen on Monday with Genesis, we could get another flush down similar to this. But yeah, all eyes on the EMA. It's definitely a shorter's market still. Until we really start riding those EMAs as support, then yeah, short is the name of the game at the moment. Let's just go back into the more micro scene, the day to day. So the day trading charts. So the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean the weekend, very typical. Going sideways, chopping sideways market, ranging market. And we're waiting for that Monday to roll around, which has potential really dire outlook with the whole Genesis collapse on the on the cards. So that could be the catalyst we need to just get back down to those lower levels. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I've been looking at. I'm happy to sort of bring those EMAs back into the equation as far as analysis goes. Another way to play these EMAs, like I was showing on the daily, how I was talking about when things get overextended and push, and you get the dirty retest of the 50 EMA, like here and here. A way to kind of get confluence that's been exhausted is with oscillators. Now, the daily EMA, the daily RSI has not even come up to 70 in a really long time. It hasn't been since March this year that we even came close to being overbought, right? So we've been bearish for a very long time. And I totally understand the criticism toward any kind of bullish outlook or optimism. My optimism and my bullishness is basically long term. It's pretty much for the whole existence of Bitcoin until it, the very unlikely chance that it completely gets killed. As long as Bitcoin's around, I'm bullish on it. Everything else is just part of a cycle, like a market cycle. Just because we're in the bottom of a bear market does not mean that Bitcoin is broken by any means. So if you're comfortable and you understand that concept, then I think you're set for finding potential for good investment positions in Bitcoin. But yeah, that's not financial advice. That's just my opinion and what I'm doing. So how many people we got in here? 26 at the moment. Thanks for coming in and showing your support. Remember to smash the like button if you haven't already. And I'm sure a lot of you probably are subscribers, but if you haven't subscribed, smash it up. Love to see more people on board and joining the streams. And by the way, the 25 of you that are focusing right now and watching this space, that is hugely valuable. You guys paying attention right now to the market are beating the 95% of people that aren't even going to look at crypto until Bitcoin's back above 50,000 or 30,000. So well done to you guys for hanging in there and keeping your eyes on the market. Millionaires, money is made in these times. Like when things are bleak and there's blood on the streets, you should be thinking, what's the best thing to do? Let me boil it right down for anyone that doesn't understand cycles of markets. Great A Music, thank you for the $10 super chat. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna boil it down to real simple terms. Okay. Let me duplicate this just so it's like... That's the best I can do there. All right. So this is an oversimplified structure of a market, right? Where do you buy? Where do you buy up here? Hell no, you don't buy up there, right? Let me just change this to a thicker pen. Okay, we buy the dip, don't we? Yes, you buy the dip and you sell the tip. So sells belong on the top in distribution with the smart money, right? Is smart money, what do you think they're doing right now? Who do you think's causing the drop? Like, I know a lot of it would be the sentiment and the crash, right? The whole FTX drama. But if you're thinking of long-term setting up a short position, to see 12 months of bearish further downside, it's kind of like the mentality of people taking long positions at the top of a market, you know what I mean? Like, I think there is a whole lot more upside potential in the long term than there is downside. We've already fallen almost 80% off the all-time high. So yeah, I don't think it's stupid to start thinking about averaging in. Like, we don't know where the bottom is. No one knows where the bottom is. I don't know it. Experts don't know. The bottom will be when we get confirmation that that we're getting our higher lows and higher highs on the macro, on the more macro perspective or macro chart. All right, so that's that out of the way. So taking that simple diagram and relating it back to this, to me, this does look like, let me just adjust this. If anything, like we've come off a high and we're dipping, we've come down, simple. What do you do when a dip happens? You buy the dip. I know that you don't, the idea is not to catch a falling knife. You don't want to be buying and putting a house deposit or like, selling your house and buying, in these areas. So, and this is the whole point of something called dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is when you admit that you do not know where the bottom is. That's the whole point of dollar cost average. So, if you did start buying here, that's okay. Buy more here. If we get another dip, that's okay. You buy more here. If you get another dip, guess what? It's okay. You can average in, right? And it's not about putting all of your money in at one point. It's about trickling in and easing into it. And if you really want to like sort of get it working better for you, you can buy heavier as the dips go down. But the whole point is it puts you into an average position, wherever that may be. And if you haven't been doing this yet, then that's even better for you because, you've avoided putting any chips in, and your position can start a lot lower. And if we do dip, you're going to have a better overall average for when things recover. You're going to be in a much better position and be into profit sooner. So yeah, that's the way things are looking at the moment. Now, the most important thing with the crypto and where the market's going at the moment, or at least for how we're going to get ourselves back into a bull market, is fiat currency, right? How do we buy crypto? We buy it with fiat. How do we measure crypto? We measure it in fiat. Like these numbers up the side here, that's of course we're on the Tether chart, and Tether's pegged against the dollar. Well, that's that's its purpose. It's what it's supposed to do, and it does a pretty good job at it. It seems to be dollar for dollar most of the time. But yeah, everything's in this, at least in this industry, seems to be measured up against the US dollar because it's what we're used to. So with that in mind, the dollar index, so that the Forex index called the DXY, the dollar index, that has been playing a big part in sentiment for direction and the health of the dollar, and whether people are taking risks or not with going into stocks or crypto even. And if you can see, the dollar index has broken this parabola and come down and retested and found support off the 200 moving average, exponential moving average on the daily. So that's kind of an ugly sign. That could mean that the dollar starts to potentially rally back up again for another period, at least to see the rest of this year out, right? Just as long as we're staying below these highs, I would say. If we're staying below those highs, then from a macro perspective, that's a good thing. And I think if we get further news or further reports of the overall the overall inflation coming down, that should again attack this rally and potentially see it flush down to the next level, right? On the dollar index. So I think Clive mentioned that markets would be opening soon. Let me see. 30 minutes. So let me have a quick look here. I've got the AS&P. Let me go to the futures actually. Messed up my chart a bit here. Here we go. USD 500. The US 500. So this is the S&P 500 futures market. And that should get rolling in 3 minutes. So we'll see in 3 minutes time these candles start to continue. Mind you, I'm not sure that it's going to move heavy, but we'll see. I haven't really looked at the futures market on open after the weekend before, so this would be interesting to see how it behaves. It's probably going to. My guess is that it's going to start slow, but we'll see. I don't know if it tends to gap as much as, say, just the regular S&P 500, the SPY. Clive would know a whole lot more about it than me, about the legacy markets. So Clive says the Fed is striving to bring the DXY down against other currencies, particularly the euro, because that accounts for over 50% of the basket of currencies it is measured against. There you go. So if their goal is to bring that index down, then that's good news for us. They're on our side, right? They want to try and fix this situation with inflation, bring the crypto market back to past levels. Every American would have to put $60,000 into crypto. On a worldwide basis, it would take 9,000 crypto a holder. Really? Okay. So how does that change, Clive, with institutional money, that kind of thing? Surely that would ease the burden on every American. But yeah, individuals participating in crypto and markets, they make up a whole sector, right? So they call it, referred to as retail, right? But yeah, it's quite a massive portion of the market. Retail. But it's kind of like it's like a more of an unconscious. Well, it's not unconscious. It's conscious, but it's not guided like an institution would be, right? Institution money is coordinated, and it usually it's a market making part of the market, whereas retail is reactionary, it's unorganized, it's sentiment driven, and easily manipulated and influenced by these market makers, right? So it's like they're steering the ship, if you will, and we're sort of just in the wash. We're in the wake of that. So yeah, that's pretty much how I see it anyway. So from here, like, let's see, what have we got? Have we started making candles yet? It's apparently, we might not see a candle. Sometimes certain charts do have a delay on when they present candles, especially with the ASX, which is the Australian Stock Exchange. I think there's like a 20-minute delay on that. It should be open though. It's 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. I'm just going to check the ASX and see what it's doing. ASX data is delayed by 20 minutes to get real-time. Yeah, so we are open. 10 o'clock Sydney time. So it's still 9 o'clock in Brisbane though, because we don't have daylight savings. So they're actually plus 1 hour. So we're the UTC plus 11 in Sydney there. But yeah, the ASX has been doing okay. The past few days. Last week was good. It'll be interesting to see where it opens. So basically, I won't see any candles. No one will see any candles in TradingView for the ASX until 20 past the hour. So still another 18 minutes to go. But yeah, it's looking interesting. Here we go. So we're getting candles now on the futures market. Pretty strong open. Gap up. Mind you, this is only the 1 minute chart. And that gap can get filled very fast with a drop. So yeah, look, here we go. Coming down already. So back to reality, perhaps. Fill this gap up and then figure itself out. So it might take like half an hour or so to see where the dust settles, so to speak. What's happening back in crypto land? Still holding that low for now. It's a nice short opportunity there for when that support broke. I don't know how much that came down by. 2%. It's a nice comfortable amount there, especially if you're on leverage. Let's go out to the hourly chart. So the hourly is very, very much cooled off as far as RSI is concerned. Get this song off repeat. Sorry about that. That's something I'm gonna have to fix up. Is get a whole new playlist. This one's probably getting pretty tired and old. It's pretty much been the stream playlist for, I don't know, 12 months more. Yeah, it's very boring seeing this kind of really flat, no volatility kind of market. Makes it pretty hard to trade, and the weekends are unfortunately very, very tired and boring. Good excuse to go out fishing or, you know, doing something with your weekends rather than sitting at a computer trading. But yeah, come Monday, hopefully we should see some volatility pick back up again. All right, so there's another point here, just up here, that I'm going to trace down. Let's see if that's going to give us any trend. See, it's such a severe point, like it's such a sharp point on the chart. It's like, if you draw it to here, it ignores all of this, which kind of makes it a bit ugly to draw that, that line. So yeah, I think I'll just leave it out for now. We'll just keep our eye on the more short-term highs that we've got going on here. But yeah, I think the thing that's going to, what's the word? Invalidate. The thing that's going to invalidate this bearish pennant, or this, you know, this bearish structure that we have going on here, would be a clean break above the 200 EMA, finding support on top of it, and then rallying off that, right? So that's, I feel like that's like the line in the sand at the moment. And you know, it all starts from the lower time frames, of course. But yeah, this isn't looking too good for any kind of bullish action at the moment. Still very much below the 200. I think in every chart's below 200. Yeah. I think yesterday we were actually like sort of like teasing around it on the 1 minute, getting on top of it on the 5 minute back here. But as soon as we lost it, it's just, and then the rejections off it, it was just, yeah, kind of game over for that. So really easy for the short sellers, right? People taking shorts in a bear market, which is the easier way to trend at the moment, right? If you invert the chart, it's, you know, it looks like a bull market. If you're more comfortable taking positions looking in this direction, then just invert your chart and open shorts instead of opening longs, and then you're sweet. But yeah, it's looking like we'll probably come down and retest that, and if it doesn't hold, then we'll start hopefully getting the ball rolling for some cheaper Bitcoin. So we've got less than an hour until the daily close, crypto. Now the daily close, it doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to move immediately on the new candle open. It just means whatever was achieved in that previous day has now been drawn in and locked in as a candle, so that we can use it to see, you know, what's going on. So if I go back out to the daily chart and just hit reset, you can see we had a series of dojis leading up to basically this Sunday candle, and it was getting very indecisive of the direction that we were going to head. But yeah, seemingly we're off to a bearish start. So good news for anyone that took a short off that range. But, wow, looks like we've got a little bit of a spike in viewers coming in here. We've got 37 people, 36 people. Welcome aboard. Hit the like button if you wouldn't mind, and subscribe if you haven't already. I don't doubt the bulk of you guys are OGs in this community. The old regulars. Let's go back to the the futures for the S&P there. Pretty much filled that gap. It's getting there. It's approaching that. So Elon Musk just tweeted, "Don't kill what you hate, save what you love." Wonder if he's referring to Bitcoin there. That'd be funny. So he's on his phone. I wonder if he's gonna drop any kind of interesting tweets in regards to, or anything to get crypto excited. Especially Dogecoin, right? That could be cool. Now, I don't know if that was like a reply. Yeah, it was a reply. He was replying to Kanye West. Interesting. Kanye West is back in. He tweeted that 5 hours ago. Testing, seeing if my Twitter is unblocked. Don't kill what, yay. Oh, that's great. Save what, yay, love. So yeah, Twitter's looking interesting again. Getting rid of the bots has been amazing because it was littered with them. They were everywhere. You know, whenever you posted a comment, especially in the crypto Twitter pages, like it would just be bots looking to scam people. You know, come join my Telegram, rah rah rah. So yeah, it's cool. This is excellent. This watch list here, this is, well, at the time that I made the list, this was the top 20 in crypto. Solana's definitely not in the top 20 anymore, I don't think. Let me check that. Yeah, it's 15th now. Oh wait, no, it is, sorry. It is in the top 20. It's just the top 10, it got pushed out of the top 10. Cool. Might jump into my Discord just for old time's sake. See if anyone pops in. dust off the shelves and sweep up the cobwebs. I don't know if I've got, yeah, okay, I've got voice activity set up in there. Feel free to hop in and talk if you want. It's open. A link to my Discord, I'll put that up in the chat. So if you are wanting to hop in and say hello, or just say anything you think about the market right now, you've got an audience, you've got the floor. There's 38 people watching, which is more than I've had in a long time. There it is. There's the Discord link. It's free to join. There's no fee. I'm not going to ban you if you say something I don't like. So don't be shy. Otherwise, it's just me and the music. We'll just let the music play a little bit and watch how this plays out. Whether we hold this, I might make a poll. Are we going to hold 16181 and go up, or are we going to lose 16181 in the very near future? What do you think? Thanks, Mills. Appreciate that. All right, let me just create a poll real quick. We got 40 people hopped into the stream, so welcome aboard, guys. Let me just jump in and get a poll going. I can remember, see if I can remember how to do the poll thing. 1 second. Start a poll, here we go. Will BTC hold 16181? All right. Are we gonna hold it or are we gonna move down? Cast your votes in the chat. Well, so far 7 votes are in. 86% say no, that we're going to move down. We're going to lose this support. Interesting. These are fun because it's like, what does the majority think? You know, we are only 38 people, 40 people sitting in a Discord channel, but or in a YouTube stream. But yeah, okay, interesting. There's still an overwhelming majority of people think that we're going to go down from here, from this moment. I'm kind of with you guys. Like I'm feeling like this won't hold for long, but let me turn this music down a touch. Yeah. Let me jump across, just while that's playing out. Let's jump across to Dogecoin and do a bit of analysis on that. Now, a big part of any altcoins analysis should be Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin's the one that drives the sentiment. But, you know, that's not to say that alts can't do their own thing and rally off their own merit. But yeah, I mean, check out, on the hourly chart, Dogecoin's very much under the 200 EMA. Resistance, 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 all the way down here. And we've just lost the 20 and 50 EMA. We're punched down below, so yeah. Excellent for shorting. You know, if you're in a short, I would keep your short open. That's not financial advice, but just see how this plays out. I think, when does New York wake up? Monday morning. That's a few hours away now. Probably about, what, 13 hours time? Something like that. Is the ASX moving yet? Not quite. 2 more minutes till we get some ASX stuff. Let me open up a SPY chart, because that pretty much tells you. So pre-market, 9 hours and 40 minutes. It's currently 19 past 6 p.m. in New York, so Eastern time zone. Sunday night, Sunday evening. New York, the stock exchange, so like, you know, the S&P and the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones, that should all start moving. Or it will, not should, it will start moving in only a matter of hours. Let's see how Tesla is going. Ooh, okay. Very much feeling the effects of the recession, right? Yeah. That's showing up as the same as the SPY. Surprise, surprise. As in, like, when the pre-market opens. Aussie market, yes. There we go, there's some candles happening. What's today? Monday the 21st of November. Looking okay. Continuation of this move up, perhaps. We'll see. There's a really good website that has like an overview of all the markets worldwide. I think it's CNBC. Could be. Yeah, it is. So Europe, continue without supporting. Yeah. Okay. Trump snubs Twitter after Musk announces reactivation of ex-president's account. Ooh, okay. Fair enough. All right. How long do you think he's going to take that stance for? How long do you think he's going to be like, nope, I don't want to come back on? We'll see. Europe is looking green. I'm guessing these were Friday's results. 18th, yeah. 18th of November. Asia, whoops. Asia. Unchanged. UNCH, I think. So the ASX falls under Asia, which is the Australian Stock Exchange. Up 0.09%, slightly green. We'll see how long that lasts. Asia FX, ooh. So this is Asian Forex, right? Kind of mixed, but more so red. Crypto's live 24/7. I love it. But yeah, red again, of course. The US. Sounds like someone popped in. Howdy ho, Leper Messiah. I'll let you sit there. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. It's all good. The Russell 2000. Pre-market, so the futures, the Dow Jones futures, the S&P futures are down slightly. Nasdaq and oil up. Cool. Bonds, gold. How's gold been doing? It's holding ground at the moment. Yeah, that's cool. I do like this little layout. You can just get a real quick snapshot of what's happening in these categories, right? Yeah, this is the most important tab, US, I believe. You can't match the US market. It's huge. It's trillions and trillions of dollars in size. And it's a very good sentiment driver. Type Jack, love your stuff. Love your comment, man. Thank you. 21 Gaming. I would like to see Bitcoin get to 10,000, then trade sideways. That's how we know we will be on the upside. Yeah, I would love to see $10,000 Bitcoin. What a discount, you know? To see that Bitcoin can achieve a price as high as $69,000 and we could potentially be getting it for $10,000. You would be mad, I would say, not to buy it. But hey, not financial advice. Do your own research and click your own buttons. You know? So the ASX SPY. Oh wait, here we go. There's the SPY, the futures market. Gap filled. Permission to do what it needs. You know, it's filled the gap. We get the point. I mean, we've come off the back of positive inflation news that it came down. So let's see if it's going to have any kind of lasting effect. I think that news came in here and caused this beautiful green candle. Positive inflation news, right? Inflation came down, rallied up, and now we've got like a bit of a hangover from the party. See if we can get another kick. What have we got? 9:26 a.m. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab a drink and I'll be back down in a moment. So I'm just going upstairs, won't be long, and sit tight and watch the charts and listen to the amazing music that you're all used to listening to. All right, won't be a sec. Alrighty, I'm back. What has happened in the last 5 minutes? Not a great deal. SPY futures retracing fairly heavy. I would say, yeah, Bitcoin, I see it rallying down and retesting the low. That's my kind of opinion on it. So we got the majority of people saying that we're gonna lose that support and run lower. So what I'm going to do is put in a hypothetical short position right now. So we'll do it at the current price, which is right here. And I'm going to follow this. And we'll see how it goes. It could be a bad idea. Don't follow it by any means. Like don't copy it as a trade. This is just a hypothetical thing out of interest to see what happens. But yeah, it certainly does look bleak, to say the least. We are very far away from these EMAs. So ideally, you wouldn't open a short here. The move to take short is when you're you want to get it at a discount. You don't want to pay a premium. So we're opening a short at a premium here. This is an example of what not to do, I suppose you could say. You want to open shorts at the top of an oscillation. So we're at the bottom of an oscillation right now. So if anything, it's even the chance for a long, but yeah, we're not looking for longs in a downtrend like this. Very risky. So short's the name of the game, and open the shorts at the right time. That's the message there. Super Coke says CNBC, or as I like to call it, CNBS. Yeah, media outlets. Can't trust them, can you? Jim Cramer. Good old Jimmy Jim. I kind of hope, well, if anything, I want Jim to be bearish on crypto the whole time. If not, please don't talk about crypto at all. This Jim Cramer guy is like I don't know. It's like having a curse on the market. Or maybe it's just people with money like to make him look silly. Go super short term here. We'll follow this on the 5 minute. This is the line we're trying to beat at the moment, 16,181. This is the FOMO entry. Make it red because it's short. And let's see if it goes into profit. We'll see by how far. This is what I think is going to happen. I think we're gonna hold this level for now, rally up to either the 20 or the 50 EMA, get a dirty rejection, rally back down, and then lose support at these levels. So something like that, and then come down, you know? That's kind of how I see it playing out. You know, it may not even come up that far. It may only get to like, you know, somewhere in the middle of the range like that and then fail. But that's my feeling. It's my take on the situation. Aaron, set stop loss just above 20 EMA just for fun. Yeah. There you go. So, and this is a very scalpy time frame to be on. The 5 minute is very, very short term. But yeah, this is basically, this is the consequence of FOMO, right? It moves very much against your initial your initial excitement into a position, right? This is why it pays to just be patient and snipe out a better entry, right? So that's the FOMO. I would be calling for an entry to a short more like up here, or even better up here, something like that, if it climbs, right? There's resistance, there's a line of support resistance right here. There's a little cluster of activity happening just here. A little bit of a block. So yeah, maybe we do come up to like 16,440-ish. But by no means do I think this is the beginning of like a big fucking, you know, massive recovery up. But hey, who knows? Who knows with crypto? They like to keep you guessing. And it can happen. It can happen. This could be the start of like a nice rally up. We've got 19 minutes to go until the daily candle closes. So, you know, perhaps this is a theory, and it does happen, but this could be a liquidity grab before the real move. So basically shaking out the people that went long in this area before moving it high, like before actually going in their favor, right? It's like shaking out the people that took positions, trapping bears in the as like a double-edged sword there, trapping the bears, liquidating the longs, and then driving the price up. That's there's a fair chance there. And you know, the market likes to disappoint the most people. Most people voted no, that we wouldn't hold 181. But yeah, we'll see. Rick, can you say the numbers when you are looking at resistance and support, for example? Can't always see on your chart. Of course, no worries, Julie. I'll so that support resistance level is at about, let's just call it 16,450, I would say. Roughly about here. That would be the resistance, I would say. Let me just make it a different color. Something like that. And then, you know, we had a couple of tests at that level here. Big test here. A bit of activity around that level here. Have we got any other major tests of this area? I mean, these are pretty dirty tests, but nonetheless, that's a pretty clean one there. Yeah, that level seems to be like fairly key level, I think. $16,450. Turn that music down a touch. $15 minutes until daily close. If you took a short on Doge, you're up a fair bit, 9% down for the day. So you can see that brief move up has been rejected, at least for now, by that 20 EMA there. So yeah, the Monday, the UTC Monday candle is fast approaching. 14 minutes to go. Judging by the oscillators, there is room to move up here. So, you know, we could see a brief rally or pull back, if you will, from the trend. Before any kind of continuation down, you know. So much like it did it back here, you know, you get your move down and then you get your pullback or your rally. You get another move down and you get, and this was a long rally. Like, it just went sideways though before, you know, the move down. Rally, rejection, move down, rally, potential rejection, move down. If we're looking at micro structure, like super short term, this looks like it might be it could be like a pennant formation right here, which is actually right now getting broken. Bottom of the pennant, roughly something like this. It's nice to try and incorporate as much of the action as possible in that. It's not as clean as you would hope. Yeah, we could be getting a bit of a Bart Simpson, inverse Bart Simpson, where price moves down and consolidates and then moves up against expectation. And Bitcoin's notorious for doing it. So look out for that. But yeah, little peak above the trend so far. Sarah, how you doing? Shout out where you're from. If you open up your chat, find your country's flag and post it in the chat, and we'll see how many people are. I bet you the majority is American. um, Australia flag. Let's see how they categorize the flags here in emoji land. Oh, they don't have them. Okay. Interesting. No worries. I'm pretty sure most people are in here from the US. Oh, we got an Aussie. You're Aussie as well, Jack. That's cool. Got someone from DE, Denmark? LR? What's LR? UK, Aaron's from the UK. Cool. Damn, okay. So we are like an international audience. Multinational. Indiana, US. Ah, cool. Adelaide, hey. I'm up in Brisbane. Boston? Cool. What's up, Johnny? So, okay, United Kingdom, you guys are like around midnight at the moment? It's 11:52 p.m. UTC or GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Yep, nice. So 8 minutes until Monday, daily close. Our FOMO is getting destroyed, which is to be expected, I suppose. That's what happens when you FOMO, right? That's the beauty of like paper trading or, not putting money behind testing something out is that if you get it wrong, you get to see the consequence of that action and you don't get penalized for it. That's where you FOMO on dips, exactly. So a bear dip is a rally. So we could see a bit of a rally going on. It's starting to establish some kind of support here in this area. Short term, mind you. Maybe it comes up and gets, finds resistance either at this line here, which is a previous support. It's an SR level, support resistance level, 16,450. We may even come up and get rejected by the big old 16,500, the big round number, the big even. which could end up being a rejection by the 200 EMA. See how it's kind of like doing this? Price could come up and hit its head on that EMA and get rejected and come back down. But yeah, like, I mean, that's what technical analysis is all about, is you're looking for possibilities based off, you know, either indicators, moving averages, which are indicators, price structure, so lines of support and resistance, and you're basically projecting where price might go and might see a reaction off. That's pretty much it. RSI is good to see if a move is exhausted or not, or if it's sort of like in between, like moments, if you will. So RSI is kind of neutral, which means this, whatever's happening right now is still playing out. So this line here is kind of just being ignored. The market probably isn't even really looking at that, I suppose. Let's go down to the 1 minute. Could this be like a break hook and then go, like for moves up? Broken that trend, potentially hooking back. We'll see if we can get some support. If you've noticed here, we're down on the 1 minute, so this is extremely micro activity, but see how we've popped above the 20 EMA, found support on top of it, and now we're riding it potentially. So we're going to see if we can hold it. It's coming back to back test it now. Looks like we might come back down into the structure potentially here. I can't believe 33 people are still tuned in. Thank you for your support. Things are looking up, Millhouse. Ooh. Look at that. At least for this very brief moment in time, we wicked down, touched the 50 EMA, which coincides with a retest of this trend on the top side. But don't get too excited just yet. Yeah, that's it. Moments of resistance becoming support. Potentially. The beauty of the 1 minute chart is that you see things playing out. It's kind of like watching something live, right? Even though every time frame's live, but 1 minute you see things playing out a lot quicker, right? When you jump up to the 1 hour, it's like you have to wait so long to see, confirmation of structure and, breaks, that kind of thing. However, it's got the benefit of it being a more committed, uh, you know, move or outcome. Or, if something breaks on the 1 hour, it means a whole lot more if something breaks on the 1 minute. So there's trade-offs to either, like, depending on how you're trading and what time frame you use. Mike V, be really nice to see for sub $1,000 Ethereum. Yeah, I totally agree, and nice to see you, Mike. He's an OG. I'm sure a lot of you recognize Mike V and DC Woodworking in this channel. Aaron Hughes. He's another OG. And look at that. We might be re-entering this pennant again. No, the bulls are fighting. Well, they're always fighting. As are the bears. And that's a market. Have you noticed that this 20 and 50 EMA price somewhat holds or reacts to it? However, the test of it can be quite... I know I keep saying it, but it's like a dirty test. So it comes through it. It's not clean. It's not a clean test. It's just a mess, it comes through and you get just chop around it. So seems to be what's happening now is we're kind of riding, we're trying to establish support on top of these EMAs, but it's not holding on very well. See the EMA cross we just had here? That was a sign of optimism for the short term. But it looks like our FOMO trade might come good soon. See, look at this. It was almost a retest of this high, if you noticed. So this area here, it came short. It didn't quite get up to this high here. But yeah, it's a rejection. So perhaps that retest of that high was the better entry for a short. Now, if I go back, we were looking at the 5-minute. So yeah, it's a rejection off the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, EMAs, all indicators are going to give you better readings on the 1 and 4 hour chart, no doubt. I totally agree, TA23. Hey buddy, it's great to be here on time for once. Been all work and not a whole bunch of play lately. Well, good to see you on here, Mike. Sounds like you've been missing the stream. I haven't streamed that much lately, so you haven't missed much. I'm going to see if I've still got the old playlist that I used to play. But potentially not, but yeah, this one. Michael, £10, my dude. Missed your live stream, good to have you back. Well, appreciate the support, Michael, and it's great to have you back in here. Yeah, the music's great. I love this little playlist that I used to play. It's a bit different to the one I've been playing. It's a good bit of relief off that broken record. Oops. Tool. Look at that, our FOMO lines almost come back into the break even. It looks like the 20 EMA is our friend. It rejected the bulls from taking it higher. Look at that, we're back into profit now. On this really bad short. This kind of shows like when you're trading in a trend, right? We're in an overall downtrend. When you're opening shorts in a downtrend, even if you enter in a bad spot, give it a bit of time and the trend might pick you back up again. So hope is not lost with this bad trade. If we lose this level, like everyone sort of was calling for in the chat, in the poll, if we lose that level, things should really start getting to move for this short. So the entry wasn't great. So this is a good example of where you can look to get in with this EMA situation that I got going on for you. Wait for price to come and retest at least the 20, if not even the 50. If you get a retest of the 50, we didn't quite get up there, but a retest of the 20 was all we needed to show that the bulls had no power in this. Here we go, we're just about to lose that low. Bang! Huge profits. There's a new low on Bitcoin there for the day. What are we, 7 minutes into the daily candle? It's not looking like a good start for the bulls anyway. Altcoins. If Bitcoin sees another like severe leg down, then the alts are gonna run down too, I would say. I mean, that's kind of like an obvious thing. So whoever's still in a Doge short, that's still looking good as a short. But remember, Bitcoin, it's a juggernaut, so it only moves so much that this was like a fraction of 1%. Almost 1% down off the FOMO line, right? From the entry to the tip of this wick. 1% would be down here. Yeah, if we get down to 16, that's like a nice 1.5% almost. Somewhat. Which is, if you're on leverage, that's, yeah, that's not bad little money. It's a good little trade. Larry McGuire. I think I recognize your name. How you doing, man? Rick Akira, the Don, has some good lo-fi royalty-free music. Alright, yeah, I'll have to check that out. That's good, Larry. We've got like 36 people watching right now. That's cool. We're sort of maintaining numbers at or around 30, 35. That's really good. Wait till you see the bull market. It's gonna be like at least 200 people, hopefully more. I think I've had streams that went up like to like 600, 800 before, if I'm remembering correctly. That's when the Dogecoin hype was really, really like hot. Yeah, Ethereum being dumped on the market by the FTX hacker. Yeah. Yeah, the chats were crazy when the market was, yeah, really. It does, it gets really crazy. But it's really chill right now. I like this. This is like a nice amount of people. It's probably like a classroom size of people, 35 people. Where do I honestly see Doge by the year's end? Good question. If I zoom out on Doge right now, Doge has been in a range, you know, apart from the Twitter excitement with Elon Musk, Doge has pretty much been in this box, roughly, something like that, right? We're just about to re-enter that box. So by the year's end, that's hard. That's a long way out. That's still like almost 2 months away. Well, a month and a half. That's to here. That's the year's end. I would say we re-enter this. And if Bitcoin doesn't get a move on, like with any kind of rallying, Doge, I doubt, will make any kind of bull move up. And that's sort of my outlook. I hope that that's helpful in any kind of way. Orion 5-star. Nice to see you back. Good to see you. But hey, lower prices on Doge is just, it's a blessing for if you're wanting to buy it, if you want to go long in Doge, this is good. This is only good news, right? The cheaper the better. And it's the same goes for Bitcoin for me, because I'm looking to buy more, right? I'm not attracted at these prices. These prices are still close to where I had my initial buys. Let me zoom out on Bitcoin here. And I'll hide the EMAs just so we can see it clearer. But yeah, maybe we do need the daily chart just because we've got some time behind us, haven't we? I used to be able to view this structure with the 4-hour chart like pretty clean, and now we have to go out to the daily because we've been down here for so long. But yeah, I'll pretty much put a circle or a circle around the area that I have been accumulating in. And wait, let me just figure this out first. Oh, Orion, £3. Thank you, Orion, appreciate that. It's a cute little Doge sticker there. Yeah, pretty much this zone here is where I have accumulated, some money, and I'm not interested in buying any more in this area. Like I'm happy with the amount that I have here, and I'm looking for further discount. I feel like where we're at right now is just like a big old bear pennant, and we're gonna lose that. And my next buy zone is gonna be like something more like this. If the FTX crap didn't happen, this may have been the bottom, you know? Like who was to know that the FTX thing was going to happen? No one, other than Sam Bankman-Fried. Let me get a big fat line happening here, because we did have higher lows. We were holding ground, and I was feeling like pretty confident. We came up out of this linear resistance trend right here, back tested it, and then started rallying. That was getting really exciting there, optimistic. So that's okay. Things have been delayed, and here we are knocking on the door of the next zone. If things get really ugly, there'll be a third buy zone for me. Something like that, but I don't doubt it, but I think it's a whole lot less likely that we're going to go down that low. But yeah, these are my zones. May as well label them up. Whoops. That's a big typo. Zone 1. And what I'm going to do is lock these in and group them. So this is a really handy tool to use with TradingView. If you want to group a whole bunch of drawings together in a basket, you can do that. So if you just grab what you want to group together for the purpose of showing and hiding things on your chart, go to this button down here, if you can see my mouse. It's like this little stack of pages or stack of layers, and it's your object tree. So you can see here highlighted in blue is all the objects that I've got selected. So you can right click on the objects that you've selected and hit create a group of drawings. And I'm going to call this group the buy zones. May as well call it that. And then you can control the whole group from here. You can hide them or show them, delete them if you want. If you change the order of where things are, so this is the candles, right? You can turn the candles off and on. If you want the candles to be on top of everything, just drag it to the very top of the list. And then everything will be underneath your candles. You can see here. See, the candles are above. They're on top of the drawings. If you prefer it like that, but I don't really mind. I'll just bring it back down to here. Okay. What's this ellipse? even know where that was. That ellipse. Oh, it's down. That's right. That's the little FOMO buy ellipse. I'll leave that where it is. Let's go back down to the 5 minute, by the way. See what's happening. Ooh. Potential recovery there. My next buy zone, Julie. Let's see. I'll give you some numbers. Go out to the 4-hour chart. All right, so we're approaching it, but I'm pretty much not interested in buying further Bitcoin until we hit a zone between, say, 15,000 and, like, you know, let's say 12. 15 to 12 would be the range. You know, I do expect support at 14K somewhat. But yeah, anywhere in that ballpark, roughly. Because the position that I'm taking is for the long term. Like, even when I come up into profit, I'm not going to sell it until, you know, things are looking really hot and like the bull market is starting, that kind of thing. So this could, my trade could be open for like another, you know, 6 to 12 months. But, you know, this is just the phase of establishing that position. Now, there were previous streams where I was talking about this method, and I'm pretty sure it was up in here that I was talking about it, this dollar cost averaging thing. So if anyone did buy up there, then hey, it's not the end of the world. It's just, you know, those are the initial parts of you accumulating a position, that's all. It's not the end of the world. It's nothing to be upset about, I don't think. Because when you think about it, at the top of the next cycle, anything below 30,000 is a good deal, I think. All right, I'm going to hide those zones. I'm going to open up the weekends again. So I basically drew a box around the weekends the last few times. Yeah, so these yellow boxes are weekends. So we're due to draw a new one. Down to the hour chart here. So 10 o'clock Monday, seeing the way that I drew it. So Friday, it's actually Saturday my time, 10 a.m. So Saturday 10 a.m. is the start. There. So there. That was our weekend. Type Jack, $2. Thanks, man. Vibes. Love the vibes. Yeah, that weekend. It was looking pretty boring, and then all of a sudden it picked up, didn't it? Just in the final few hours there of the weekend, we got some activity that we've been looking for. Thomas L. Joyce Jr. How you doing, man? Welcome aboard, welcome to the stream. Hope you had a good weekend, or if it's still playing out. If you're in America, it's still the weekend technically. You guys would be having dinner over in the US by now. Well, you're probably already eaten. Fix up this weekend structure. There we go. That's more like it. So that little FOMO short was profitable. Could still be riding it, to be honest. Like, nothing says that you have to get out. Nothing says you have to get in. Longs getting liquidated? Yeah. Shit like that happens. Let me put this rectangle in my weekends group. Hide the weekends. So yeah, the weekend was pretty boring for the most part, and then it picked up as we head in toward Monday. kind of the opposite of what people tend to... People love the weekend, right? And they hate Monday. Not the markets. I'm gonna test something out here, 1 second. Display capture. Is that visible on the stream right now? My webcam? Okay, cool. I'm doing like the crypto YouTube streamer thing where you put like your face down in the bottom. No, where do these things usually live on someone's chart? Probably blocking a lot of things if I put it on. If I move this up, maybe it's better down in the corner there. Like that. What am I blocking? The Doge figures down in the bottom right. Get a 60-inch TV. Yeah, I know, this TV is so small in the corner there. It looks like... It's just like a spare TV. My old TV actually blew up. It shorted out. It was like a... It was a Samsung TV. I was really pissed off about that. But... yeah, oh well. Alright, good to know that that works. It didn't blow up, it just smelt like burning plastic. Electricity. Yeah, it's definitely a red flag. Might have to plug my webcam in from behind my computer because the cable can't reach to a point on the chart. I mean, not a point on the chart. The cable can't reach a point on the desk where it makes sense, you know? 1 second, I'm gonna duck down behind here under the desk. Let's see, what do we got? Further downside. All right, that works. I was just testing out the webcam there. It seems to work fine. Maybe in a future stream I'll jump on. My usual leverage on day trading. Well, last year I was doing pretty crazy trades, like 20x, 50x on alts. But that was on cross mode, so cross leverage, cross margin. But now I've been going isolated with a lot less leverage, but a lot more money. So that's, 5x, 3x, 10x at most. I wouldn't go beyond 10. But just because it's isolated and the liquidation is just totally different in that mode. But yeah, 3x is a really good starting point. Yeah, and it really depends on the pair that you're trading. So if you're trading Bitcoin, like a 5x isn't as volatile as, say, if you were trading a 5x on something like Dogecoin, because Doge moves a lot faster than Bitcoin as far as percentage is concerned. Hopefully that makes sense. Looks like we're maintaining 34 people in here. I think there was a dip down to like 20 and now we're back up to 35. That's cool, 34. 47 likes. Love it. "48 likes, hey." Someone heard me. All right, let's jump up to a higher time frame and just see if there's any kind of anything else to be seen. I think this is the longest I've streamed in quite a while. This is like a 2.5 hour stream here. Usually it goes for like an hour, if at all, if that. All right, let's check out the 15-minute. Yeah, we're so extended from the EMAs. Like, I feel like they need to get retested. I feel like that's on the cards. So the 15-minute, the 1 hour is going to be way out. 4 hours is going to be even worse. Yeah, we're very... Price tends to like to come back in contact with the EMAs, after pushing away from them. But daily, yeah, daily's like pretty extended to the downside, away from the 20 and the 50, especially the 200. It's like just taking it all in here, like this, what we've been through since the 1st of June, When you look at it, you take time to look at it and see what we've been dealing with for the past 6 months. Month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, yeah. Nothing but a downtrend. The cool thing is, even in a downtrend and you're a bull, you can still profit on the pullbacks. Like that, this, that, even that, the bounce, that initial bounce after the drop. So yeah, there's still trades to be had. But the bears, this is bear season. They're having their time in the sun. But yeah, they've had the whole year, basically. It's been 12 months. You know what looks really, really good for trading? That was this area here. All of that volatility. Like, so there's such big distance between the lows and the highs, you know? Whereas we've been messing around with like this. You take that and compare it with the kind of volatility we were getting back in, you know, February, March, January, February, March. Yeah. We've been deprived of good, decent movement on Bitcoin. And that's because, like, you know, all of the big money is kind of like, they ran for the door early. We're down 80%. Almost, right? I think it's 77, something like that, off the all-time high. Let's go back to the weekly chart and measure it out. $77.41 down. Uh, 80% would take us to 13,785. 85% down to 10K. That's 85.5% drawdown, yeah. Off the high. And that's why 10,000 is a decent target to have, I think, at the moment. It's ambitious, but it's not outside the realm of possibility or probability, even if you're a bear. There we go. There's getting a possible break of this support soon coming up. I haven't looked at Ethereum in a little while. Let's have a look. Still above 1,000. $1,000. Yeah, $800 Ethereum would be nice. Man, I'd even buy some. You know that Ethereum is deflationary now. I think there's a burn. Ethereum burns faster than it gets made, so it's not a fast, like, it's not a huge, like, crazy burn, but it's a burn nonetheless. So it's definitely not inflating. It's not getting debased. It's not getting devalued. It's actually getting. What's the opposite of devalued? Valued? And it's the same for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has the halving mechanism. So that's deflationary. There's some figure with Bitcoin. I think it's like, of all the Bitcoin that has been mined thus far, 20% of it is missing or lost. So there's that. That's another factor into the scarcity. It plays into the scarcity and the value of Bitcoin. Yeah. Yep. It's crazy to think that Ethereum, when it like went as low as let me go to like the monthly, turn the EMAs off, go logarithmic. In the 2018 bear market, it got as low as $80, $80.90. How great. The COVID dip, it went as low as $88.20. But yeah, wow, what a discount. And then to see it go all the way up to $4,868. Almost $5,000 off 80. A low of 88. That's insane. Really good return. 5,000% increase. I've got a bit of TA back here, I think. You go to the daily. Something exists. Oh, it's something. Might be like a regression trend or a bull flag. It's probably a bull flag. Let's see if I can find it. I don't think I have enough candle information to go back on the hourly chart. Unless I had like the pro plan where you, yeah, power up your plan. Can only see 5,000 bars, go back in time by upgrading your plan today. Yeah. Premium, 20,000 bars into the past. Or what about my 4-hour chart? Is that going to take me back? Yes, just. I think it was a cup and handle maybe. Cup and handle, old drawing, old school. April 2021 last year. I'll delete it. But damn, what a year for crypto. 2021 was amazing. Even like the back end of 2020 was good. Look at that. That's insane. Huge rip. That blue line is the old all-time high. I swear to God, we're gonna get another year like this, like where it just goes crazy and volatile, and you know, everyone and their mother and their dog are making trades in markets like that. And it'll happen again. Just in the crypto winter, the crypto bear market. 2022. What a, I mean, it's an amazing year if you're a bear. But yeah, bulls have greater potential for returns than bears. Bears can only go, you know, a move down can only go 100%. You can't go beyond 100%. A move up is infinite in percentage. So yeah, you make your money in a bull market. You can still make money in a bear market, but like crazy money is the bull market stuff. Pick any price, like $10 million Ethereum. If that went down to $1, that's only 100% down, you know? Or 99.99. So yeah, that's why everyone jumps in when it's a bull market too, because the returns are better. Like a green candle going the same distance dollar-wise is going to give you more money going up than it does coming back down again. And as a very clean and basic example of that, let's go from 1,000 to 2,000. We know that's 100% up, right? We dial it in perfectly. I know that most of you probably understand this concept already, but for those that don't feel stupid. Same dollar move, right? $2,000, $1,000. Percent, 100% up, 50% down. I know which trade I'd prefer to take. What are we looking at here? We're looking at Ethereum. So we made more money in this move on Ethereum, like from say this level to the high here. That's the bulls trading an entry here to a sell here at the top. What have the bears made from the same spot where the bulls sold all the way down to here? They've made 46%. Pretty much the same, you know, same market move. The only purpose for driving price down is to prepare for the bull market. That's how I see it. That's the way I see it. I mean, if you're a scalper, the cool thing about day trading is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a bull or a bear, you're just looking for the moves. Because the smaller you go down, like the smaller the time frame, the more similar the return's gonna be, up or down. See, look, up 2%, down same move, right? Very similar, 2.03% down, 2.08% up. So This is why scalping, it doesn't really matter if you're a bull or a bear. But if you're an investor, like if you're a long-term swing trader, the longs are going to give you better returns than the shorts for the big swings, you know. But as far as time frames are concerned, bears can make money faster because when things go down, things happen more rapid. Because people, like, fear is a stronger emotion than greed. But yeah, in a bull market, people are still cautious. They don't want to, like, they'll buy into something and they don't want to get stuck holding bags, so that they'll take profit sooner, you know, that kind of deal. But yeah, I'm still getting used to trading both. I'm, you know, I'm more comfortable going long than going short, which is a bad thing. Like, you want to be comfortable doing both. You want to get comfortable trading short in a downtrend and trading long in an uptrend. Like 39 people in here. What's happening? Lex asks, when you think BTC can hit 20k again? Well, good question. Certain things have to happen for that to take place. We have to beat the 200 EMA, and it all starts on the 1 minute, right? We have to get on top of it on the 1 minute. Yeah, that's cool. No financial advice. We have to get up on top of it on the 1 minute first. That's like checkpoint number 1. Checkpoint number 2, we have to get on top of it on the 5 minute. Then the 15, then the 1 hour, then the 4 hour, and, like, you know, as you go up through the time frames, it gets further and further away and harder to achieve. Yeah, that's not to say it can't happen, but achieving that is going to happen a lot quicker on, you know, obviously this small time frames. So that's cool. We do that almost daily, right? We get up on top of the 200. But yeah, that's how you have to kind of, that's how you keep an eye on where things are headed, is how they're, I guess, reacting to these averages, right? To the price structure. But yeah, as far as a time frame, like, I don't know, it's maybe before the year ends, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, things are looking bleak for crypto right now. Just with the whole FTX fallout, I think it might not be until next year that we get, you know, these 20k, 25k prices. Like, maybe the first quarter of next year, hopefully. If inflation continues to come down, yeah. That's just a complete, you know, I don't want to call it an educated guess, because but yeah, it's a projection nonetheless. It's a realistic projection, I think, given the history and the circumstances with the economy and everything. Go back down to the 5 minute here. So you could call this one a little win here. This little stupid FOMO trade that I drew up. If you had a tight stop loss, it would have taken you out. But yeah, it was a nice little, I think it was 0.7%, almost 1%. Not bad for a stab in the dark. But now we're starting to get a bit more structure here, so maybe this line can come up, just so that we get a bit more of an idea of resistance of this trend that's playing out. Something like that. put like a regression on there. Yeah, it's pretty much like that. Testing the top of the channel, this falling channel right now. Anyway, I'm going to delete that. That example's done. This is no longer necessary, this line. But yeah, that regression seemed to be pretty helpful. So that, keep that on there. You want to know where that is in TradingView, it's the second tool down. If you open up the menu, it's the trend line menu, and go down to regression trend. And the way that you use it is that you pick a starting point and an end point, and just to measure what that range is. So like an example here, from here to here, between these two lines I want to know the channel, and that was it, and it got broken. You can have it extended like that, or you can chop it off like that. I extend it just in case it keeps going, but I'm not sure what Pearson's R is. Oh, that's like an equation of what the regression trend is. I don't know what that means, so I'm going to leave it off. Let's zoom out on the daily and draw a regression. Let's get like this whole freaking structure. So the all-time high all the way down to now, like where are we on the regression here? We're on the high side. We've just, well, we sort of approached it and got rejected. Yeah, we might. Mid 2023, yeah. Sounds good, man. I'm on board for that. It's like we're about to break this trend potentially. Hopped above the 20 EMA on the 5-minute. Found support for now. This channel's definitely holding us some serious resistance, though. It's fighting. It's trying to get there. It's trying to get through it. RSI is climbing, getting a momentum wave coming up on the cipher indicator. We've had a whole series of buys. See all these buy signals down here for longs in this area. So it's more so something like this, like these signals come in this area. This song sounds haunted, like an old music box that's been wound up, and with like the crackling of like a vinyl record player. But it's pretty. It's a pretty song. Peak viewership was 43 people. That's really cool. It's good to see those numbers again. I think maybe the key is to stream for like 2.5 hours just to give people enough people the chance to come in and watch. So maybe that is the that's the formula, because I would end the stream in like, I'd only stream for like an hour. Yeah, this song. This song right now, is that what you mean, Jack? Or were you talking about the Haunted song? Oh, Pokemon Lobby, yeah. I know something I can show you guys. This is what I've been doing while trading or watching the charts. I'll have to turn my webcam on. Hang on a second. Hopefully that's coming up in the stream. I'll make it bigger. 1 second. There we go. So, this is my really nerdy, geeky hobby that I do. Is paint aliens. This is the latest one. It's probably not focusing very well because my camera sucks, but yeah, that's his head. I haven't finished him yet, obviously. I have to do the gun and the other arm, but I've pretty much finished his body. These other two guys are finished. But yeah, I built these. These are made out of plastic. It's called Warhammer. It's from the UK. And it's expensive. It's an expensive hobby. It's pretty expensive. But yeah, you pretty much, you build them, you model them up, and then you paint them. So that keeps me busy. Just a nice little hobby to sit here at the desk and do while I'm watching the charts and trying to make money. But yeah, this guy's cool. He's like looks like he burst out of the sand dunes or something in Star Wars. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of the fade from like dark red to light red here on his talons. It's like a pretty hard technique to try and achieve, I think. But I did this ages ago. This was like, I think, last year sometime? Yeah. And that guy is called the Swarm Lord. He's like the boss of the whole army. It's got that same effect, like that fade from dark red to light red. I'll have to invest in a better webcam, something like high definition that does macro focus, because this is actually quite close up and you can see how blurry it is. Yeah. Ah, cheers, man. TA23. Pleasure to have you on here, man. I'm just assuming you're a man. You might be a girl. You might be a woman. Yeah, my crypto profits, yeah. That's it. I'm pretty happy with the amount that I've spent on Warhammer so far. I don't think I need to buy any more. Pretty satisfied with what I got. It's gonna keep me busy. I got a lot of unpainted things, unbuilt. Brandy Bryant, hey, how you doing? Much love from Brisbane. Right back at you. Seattle's sleeping right now, I would imagine, or almost. Not quite, maybe. Yeah, you guys are eating dinner, I'm guessing. Dinner time. Graphic design stuff is a day job. Nah, not anymore. Not anymore, man. It'd be cool to make it a day job, though. Maybe sometime in the future, in the near future, I'll get back into that. Dipanshu, where is Pisket these days? Good question. I haven't heard from him since he kicked me out of his channel. For no reason. Yeah, haven't heard from that guy. Hey Rick, looking good. Appreciate that. Did you get some flooding? No, I didn't. I think parts of New South Wales did though recently. 5:17. Okay, so you're like sun's going down kind of thing. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame Pisket did that. Like, he had a good channel going, like, it was active. People were tuning into his streams, like, and he decided that he would kill it all, I guess. Fair enough. You do you. Tame was right. Yes, 100%. Yeah, I've apologized to Tame for trying to defend Pisket when a whole bunch of drama went down last year, and yeah, it's unfortunate. But hey, that's human nature, you know. People betray people all the time. Like, I mean, look at Sam Bankman-Fried. He didn't just betray people, he betrayed a whole industry. Crazy. Something that treated him so well and gave him so much money, he'd turn around and... Yeah, it's mind-blowing. Very crazy. It makes me think there's more to the story than just him being greedy and evil. It's like it was orchestrated or something. I don't know. There's conspiracies out there. But I won't go down that rabbit hole. It's funny, this community has like two very distinct like environments to it. there's the crypto, the charts, the analysis, the making money, the trading, and then there's like the community side, like the Discord and like the personalities and the feuds and the clashes and the beef, and it's crazy. The reason my channel died, my Discord channel kind of went quiet, is because I was never in there. Like I went in there from time to time, but just keeping up with the drama, it was just too draining, and it took away my focus from trading and doing technical analysis, which is what I'm here for mostly. But I do love the community. I really like engaging with you guys, like in the chat. I appreciate all of you coming in here and hitting the like button and sharing your comments, that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can get the Discord channel popping again. Get people sharing ideas and their opinions and whatnot. And it's totally okay to have fun. Not a problem with that. Just as long as, I guess at the end of the day, as long as everyone is having a positive experience. You know, if it's negative, that's we don't want that. We don't want anyone to feel like, you know, bad or like excluded or anything like that. I think as long as the whole community works toward that as a goal, then it should thrive. But yeah, I think the bull market's gonna bring all the people back through, and then it's cool to have all of this set up, this place for them to land and like be shown things. Because you guys are now the OGs. Like you guys are the pros now. A lot of you guys were like probably beginners last year, and now you've got a year's worth of experience under your belt. You've seen a bull market and a bear market. You've seen how ugly things can get. You've seen how pretty and amazing and optimistic and euphoric things can be. So yeah, it's about applying like your strategies to that market environment, and hopefully pulling out profits from it. Yeah, that 100% Kale, you hit the nail on the head there, and thank you for the kind compliments there, Dipanshu. Soothing voice. Yeah, that's awesome. DC Woodworking had positions before the bull run. So that's really cool. Guess what? It's not a bull run right now. We've had a huge bear cycle for like the past 12 months. So to me, that's the beginnings of setting up in preparation for the next bull run, which is, you know, it'd seem weird to have a bear market after a bear market. You know what I mean? Things can only go so low. And that's not to say that things can't go a little lower. I'm sure that they can. You could probably see like 14K or 10K. Some people are pretty ambitious. They're like, oh, $3,000. And I would be extremely surprised. I don't think it's going that low. But yeah, there is a point in the price where people get so excited to buy it because of how cheap it is. Especially institutions, right? They're not going to pass up a discount this good. You know, 77% discount off the all-time high. I mean, it could very well go down to 85% off, which is $10,000. Bitcoin. But yeah, dollar cost averaging is like the approach to take when you don't know where the bottom is. And that's what I'm doing because I don't know. We may have seen the bottom, or it may still yet be on its way. Like we may get some of those further moves down. But yeah, I don't know. Pick a target and start working toward it. Pick a strategy, whatever you want to do, and even if you don't want to commit money behind it, like play it on paper. That's totally fine. If you're a beginner and you don't want to lose any money yet, play it safe. Just do it all hypothetically. Just draw lines on your chart. And that way you're not losing any money, but you're developing your skills in identifying entries and exits and strategies for making trades. There's a guy in our community that does that very thing, and he does very well. His strike rate is unbelievable. And so he must be onto something. He's doing something right. And that's Tim. He used to do some he used to read out the news on this channel, which was really cool, the crypto news, and just read out like quotes of the price. And yeah, he's a great dude. I would say like he's a pillar of our community. We've got many pillars. It's a good community. It's a good, strong community. There's like many people that are good personalities, and they look out for everyone. And then we've got a few characters in the community as well, and it wouldn't be the same without them. So everyone's got some value to bring, I think. Yep, that's it. Price updates, and he would read out the news. By the way, I might try a little bit of that. Let's see if there's anything interesting happening on CoinDesk, because that's a really good place to source news. CRV, let's go to the 5-minute chart. I would say the volume's looking would be pretty low on it, right? Yeah, volume kind of falling. Big spike of volume back there. Look at that on the 21st of November, Monday. That's today. Hang on a minute, we're on the hour chart. Sorry, I thought I was on the daily chart. 1 second. Yeah, volume's dropping out. There's a bit of a trend of a drop in volume here. So this might not wake up until Bitcoin wakes up. That's my opinion on the alts at the moment, is Bitcoin needs to really rally and start a bull trend before the alts are going to do anything. Outside of that, though, altcoins, if they have something in their pipeline, like in their roadmap, like, you know, the test net or the main net release or some kind of like conference or announcement of a partnership or, you know, things of that nature, that's when the alts can rally or trend outside of whatever Bitcoin's doing, even if it's a bear market. So, you know, we saw that with Chili's. Chili's is a good example. CHZ. And Shadow, let me know if you want me to elaborate further on CRV. But it's approaching, CRV was approaching that line of support from back in 2020, that low. So keep your eye on that. Just trace it across, because that's a big pivot point. Chili's. So the World Cup, whenever that started, it was recently, but Chili's is like a gaming token, like an NFT in relation to sports. So the biggest sporting event, on the planet is the World Cup, the FIFA World Cup, and you can see it caused a lot of hype and excitement as we head up into it, right? Especially the last 2 weeks, like this rally here and these. And that was, I think, in spite of Bitcoin falling. Let me see. If we go compare, you can actually bring up the Bitcoin chart as a line. So as Bitcoin has been like struggling, you know, down, Chili's was rallying up. So that's like an inverse relationship. And that's thanks to the World Cup. So that's an example. Sorry, that was a very long-winded explanation of that. Yeah. Alts can do their own thing. I'm sure there's something popping today. Ray, R-A-Y, for some reason is getting pumped and dumped, apparently. Pumped, dumped. Pumped up again, straight back down. And it looks like it's coming back down again. It's all over the place. Yeah, I think a buy and hold strategy for long term, as in like, you know, making buys that you're gonna hold for at least 12 months, maybe even 2 years. Now's a good time for that, I think. That's my opinion. Not financial advice, but yeah, if you're an investor and you see things having a good, you know, if you think that a crypto has a good future, like fundamentally, and you trust the team and they've been, you know, they've had good performances in previous cycles, then yeah, why not? I reckon. Like you gotta take a punt somewhere, right? But yeah, that. I think that's a good starting point, you know. What's up today? SRM. It's like they've moved, but they've already started pulling back. Pearl, P-E-R-L, Perlin, Quant. How's good old Quant going? It had an amazing rally despite Bitcoin's bloodshed. Yeah, look at that. Oh, would you look at that? So while Bitcoin was chopping sideways and going down, Quant, QNT, did this massive rally up, let's see, from low to high, 400%. While Bitcoin, you know, we all know that it had that June low and then it rallied up in August to 25K, but then fell back down. And DC, yes, DC woodworking. I believe that the halving is going to have some kind of impact on price. I'm a firm believer in that. Reason being, let me show you. Go back to the BLX. Let's go full screen. Go out to the monthly chart. Turn logarithmic and auto on so we can see what's happening. It might not even... Maybe the weekly is enough. Yeah. So every green line that you see here, the vertical line, that is a halving event. And you can see what happens at or around the halving. So we go up into the halving, we rally up into it, and we rally after it. We rally up into it, and we rally up after it. Now, the difference being this time we're in a recession. Bitcoin's never been in a recession before, or never seen a global recession like the one we're currently in. Here's another example, right? Rally up into it. Oops. Rally after it. So you can see the trend, right? So at or around the halving, there's bullish activity. Our next halving is over here in March of 2024. So it's like a year and 4 months away, pretty much. Give or take. But that doesn't mean that we can't see any kind of like activity before then, like as in rallies, right? Let me just change this back to skinny. All right, this was well before the halving, right? This cycle high. That started pretty much, let's see, the midpoint of the halving was here. We had a drop and then a rally up, and that was, you know, still a long ways out from the halving. So let's go back to other ones. This was a really ugly year, 2014. 2015 saw a couple of small rallies, comparatively. Like if you have to sort of zoom in to see them for what they are. But yeah, January was good for it. April, May, June, July. September, August, September. Nice rally up there. But yeah, that was nowhere near the halving. That was like a ways out. It was almost between halvings that happened. And then yeah, this was all pre second halving, or first halving, I guess. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that was the first halving, November 28th, 2012. 2016 halving, the 2020 halving, and then we've got the 2024. It's kind of like the Summer Olympics every 4 years. If I ever jump back on Tame Stream Rick to say hello, yeah, I mean, I don't have like any, like it's water under the bridge now, I feel. But yeah, I don't necessarily hate anyone in this community, or but yeah, like as far as like where I spend my time, it's either gonna be in, well, I don't know. I do have the ambition to do it in my own channel, my own Discord channel. But I do hang out in B's channel quite a lot because a lot of the OGs from that community hang out in there in B crypto. So yeah, the link for which should be in the live stream. I think there's a link to his YouTube stream. Yeah, but yeah, I don't mind, man. I'm happy to say hello to anyone. Happy to chill. I mean, Pisket. That's yeah. The ball's in his court, I think, with Pisket. But he's yeah. I'd be pretty cautious of that guy. Yeah, B's channel is great. He's there's a lot of good people that hang out in there, and a lot of successful traders as well. Thanks, Shadow. What do I think about Matic? Let's have a look at Matic. Good old Matic. Wow, it's been 3 hours and 23 minutes this stream. It's a good one. It's a good long stream. Let's see, Matic. Let's go down to the hour, turn logarithmic off. And Matic is on a massive discount, much like CRV and a lot of the other altcoins, really. It's nowhere near its June low, though. Like, if this is to correct, this could come down considerably. But Matic is a very exciting project, like, fundamentally. It's already got its fingers in a lot of pies. Like, I think Facebook or Meta was like the most recent partnership that they set up. And they're using Matic, so that's cool. I'm pretty sure they have ties with Disney as well. I think that was Matic. I can't remember. Disney did a partnership with one of them. I just can't remember which one it was. I think it was Matic. I missed original alerts when it pumped, but had sell orders that filled about 60% up on pump. Oh, nice. Spot trade on $5. Then a week ago it pumps. Sold half bag on reset. Limit orders, half bag left. Cool. That sounds good. Wonder why we were hearing you in B's channel. You've been streaming. The OGs and B's. We're wondering where you were. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason, they don't know when I stream. No idea why, but yeah, that's a thing. Oh, Media Coin? That's alright. What's Media Coin? See, Matic is good though. Matic's like one of the big, like, exciting projects out there. And I still think Solana's good too, even though that's had a lot of down, a lot of dumping lately because of the whole FTX thing, right? I'm still interested in what Solana does in the future. It all depends on the fundamentals, right? The team behind it have to be there building it and, seeing a future for it. If that's not there, then it doesn't have a future. You know what's cool about Dogecoin is that it's finished. Like, the project is there, it's doing what it's supposed to do. And there is a team of developers that can adapt it and make it better or whatever, but for the most part, Doge, it's like Bitcoin and Litecoin. It was written, it was released, and it's doing what it's supposed to do. It works, it's functional. It's been around for more than 10 years, I think. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, I'm gonna go and get some food. It's almost lunchtime. Bitcoin's sort of like chopping sideways in this area now. I think I'll leave it on the 5-minute for you guys. I'll leave the stream on. I'll leave the music playing as well, just while I go eat something. Yeah, I might stream tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow, but maybe a quick one in the morning before I have to go. Alright. I'll be back in a minute. Or in about 10 or 15, 20 minutes, I don't know. I'll leave the stream on though. Yep, I'm back. Yes, I do have Discord as well. The link to that is up in the chat. Actually, I pinned it to the top. All right. Well, I think it's about that time to wrap it up. Appreciate all the support and all of you coming in here to check it out, the stream, and I'll certainly be back on again at some point in the coming days. Maybe even tomorrow, but we'll see. Discord link in Twitter is not working. Do you mean in here, in this chat? try this again, 1 second. On Twitter, okay. Is that one working? That's the Discord link there. Do I have it posted somewhere in Twitter? In my Twitter? Oh yeah, that link is old. Let me delete that link because that's, yeah. That is incorrect. All right. Updated it. Another push down for Bitcoin there. Anyway, thanks for checking out the stream, guys. I'll be back on either tomorrow or in the coming days, especially if something dramatic happens in price. But until then, take care and trade safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.